Hi, I'm Steve Davies, and today I'm going to talk to you about rigging a soft plastic and about short strikes, how to prevent short strikes, and how to increase your strike rate or your hookup rate. So I've got a few plastics here. I've got the Strike Tiger 3-inch curly tail in a few colours. I've got the pearl olive here, and I've got the black caviar with a red flake. That'd be a really good big bass colour. Also good for the brim. I've also got some purple ones, and I've got some Strike Tiger 3-inch home brew, which is like a smoky gold fleck, which would also be really good for the brim and also for the bass. Okay, so short strikes. What are short strikes? Short strikes are when you are fishing with your plastic and you keep getting tapped on the plastic by the fish. The fish will keep tapping on your plastic, so without hooking up, and it can be quite frustrating to have these continual taps and not hooking up. So what I've done with this Strike Tiger 3-inch curly tail in the pearl olive, I've actually cut the body down a bit, not a lot, just a little bit, so that when you take your jig head, so that it lines up and it shortens the tail, so the tail comes up close to the hook. The closer to the hook is what you want, so you keep trimming it up until you come closer to the hook, and this will bring the tail closer to the hook, so it will cut down your short strikes from the fish, and the fish will all of a sudden start hooking up properly. Okay, so I'm going to thread this one on. So you take the jig hook and you line it up there. I always let the tail up. I know some people like the tail down, but I prefer the tail up because it brings it closer to the hook. You want to have the tail closer to the hook and not further away from the hook. So I just line it up there and then just feed it through there, and you just keep pushing it through. You come out there, now the tail's going to be up there, so it's just a matter of feeding it through, just like feeding a worm on. So there we go. Make sure the tail's pretty close. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so that's how you feed on a plastic onto your jig hook. Now I just wanted to talk a bit more about these plastics. These Strike Tiger plastics are from they're a Tasmanian company, and they're down there in Tasmania, and their plastics seem to be very good. They are very tough, they're very hardy, and in the same token they're very subtle. They've also got a garlic scent on it, which is good for the bass and the brim. The bass and the brim, they liked the garlic scent. They have a really good range of colours. Some colours I haven't seen before, and they look quite interesting. I've only got a handful here, just to try them out, but they seem to be a very unique colour, and I can't wait to get my hands on some of the other colours. The plastics are quite compact and small, which are good. That's what you want when you're catching, and when you're targeting the bass and the brim. They seem to be a very nice size. So Strike Tiger plastics, check them out on the website on striketiger.com.au. have a look on their website, check out the colours, and in the next coming weeks I will be testing out the Strike Tiger plastics on our bass, and I'll be letting you know how we all go with them. And I'm really excited about these Tasmanian Strike Tiger plastics. I think that they're going to be quite a good plastic, and they're going to catch a lot of fish. And so check them out, go to the website, check them out, and check out the colours, and get yourselves a couple of packets, because they look really good. I'm Steve Davies, and good fishing.